LeBron James got the best of Steph Curry with his own kind of shot, really, as the Lakers beat the Warriors in the play-in tournament. I'm Robin Lundberg here with Ben Pickman and Wilton Jackson. And guys, would you consider LeBron versus Steph a truly great rivalry? I love the respect they've shown one another of late, Wilton, because it really hammers home that you're watching, two of the faces of the NBA, or the two faces of the NBA this generation. But head to head, do you put this in the annals of history?
Robin, you almost have to. I mean, and granted, when you look at LeBron and Steph Curry, this is a rivalry where you want to get you some popcorn, you want to get you some good beer to watch this game. When these two play, you get the best from both of them. They both want to win. They both have a lot of grit to play the game, and they always want to be at their best and leave the excitement for the fans and wanting more. Last night was a perfect example. After LeBron gets that dramatic foul and the poking the eye from Draymond Green, he goes down the court and nails that long three-pointer to the victory for the Lakers, beating Steph at his own game, which you just alluded to, Robin. And so for me, I'm looking at that game like I wanted a little bit more. And so this is a rivalry between these two that's going to continue to go on, especially when you think about Klay Thompson coming back next season. And as long as LeBron is healthy and playing in the NBA, it's going to continue to go on.
Yeah, look, Ben, the fact that there isn't really an animosity here, right? Or you don't think of it in quite the same terms as Bird and Magic historically. But these might be the two best players who have ever played each other this often in high-stakes games. I suppose, though, you could say the waters were muddied a little bit over the years because Kevin Durant went to Golden State and other factors when it comes to them not just being head-to-head.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of the key, right? And why I'm a little bit cautious on this question, right? You look at those finals matchups between 2015 and 2018. The first one was a 6-game series, but LeBron really did most of that battle without Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. Of course, you have the 7-game thriller the next year, and then those final 2 Warriors titles when Durant was there, and those series were really never that competitive. So, there are a few iconic, really memorable moments between Curry and James, their teams respectively, over the course of the last 5, 6, 7 years. But there really aren't that many, I guess, when you compare it maybe to Magic and Bird and other kind of great rivalries in NBA history. And then you have that kind of animosity factor. And so these two guys are really, they have a great respect for each other. And there really isn't any animosity towards each other. And so, it still is, I guess, the Warriors, Cavs, Curry, LeBron, the best rivalry of the last, 5, 6, 7 years, this last generation in the NBA. But it doesn't really have the same push, I would say, because of the lack of some really, really intense, really, really competitive series between the two. The one other thing I would say is if you would have told me in 2012, when Steph Curry was playing 20-some-odd games, that this would be the answer, they would be great rivals, I would have said you were crazy. It's amazing that we're here at all.
Well, look, I think between their fan bases, it was, contentious for a while where they would try to discredit one to prop up the other, which I always thought what was asinine. I think that respect level we've seen has come more of late as these guys have gotten older, as they've gotten more of their flowers overall in the game. But I think we should all appreciate anytime we get the chance to watch these two go head to head, because it might turn out like it did in that playing game.